Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Hearthstone. So, still trying to recover from losing lost footage here. I just looked at my yesterday's recording, or the last recording aired, and for some reason the Hearthstone deck tracker didn't show the right of itself. I think I fixed that now, so I guess we'll move forward there, and we're trying to recover from that. Now, talking actually about Hearthstone here, we need one more victory with the Warlock, so let's just hop in there and try that. We're on a win streak right now, so if I get one more win, I could potentially get up to rank 18. Why right now is a good time to play? I'm not sure. Let's see. It's Tuesday, it's 1:50 in the afternoon.
I will fight with honor. Your soul shall be mine.
Yeah, I've no idea. It's the middle of October. Nothing seems like it really would be happening. So a couple of things I wanted to just quickly move through. Dungeon Keeper, the original, is on EA Origin for free, and I am still, even though I love that game, I am still not willing to make an EA Origin account and go get it for free, because that's the trade there, is like, help EA convince itself that having a separate system from Steam is the right move, and the people will sign up for these things. And frankly, that is not what I want to, the message I want to send. So, frankly, I already own Dungeon Keeper actually in CD-ROM form, so I could go dig those out and see if that works as still. But I want Dungeon Keeper on Steam. I want all the games on Steam. The one major game I have that isn't on Steam, which is The Witcher 3, because I got it for free, and they love good old games, and because of that they specifically gave me the good old games version. That just makes a pain, because you don't have that Steam Cloud save files. You don't have it in the same library. I don't want to have to dig through multiple libraries. Even a game that doesn't even run, like I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream on Steam, it's better to own it and get those game files and be able to re-download those game files and hope for a patch at someday. Or something like Resident Evil 4 is another good example, a game that doesn't run at all. Maybe at some distant point in the future, they'll put a patch out, they'll fix it. I doubt Capcom would. So again, that's not, I just want everything on Steam. And that may come back and bite a lot of people in the butt if Steam ever shut down or something, but that's not a legitimate concern right now.
Who dares summon me? A paltry task.
So, I've been hearing some stuff about Gears of War 4 being a absolute marvel and amazing achievement of the newest version of Unreal. Gonna really push Unreal forward. Hopefully, there is certainly also the issue of the fact
this
that
only works on the
like
simple mind.
more and more people are using their own internal engines instead of using things like Unity and Unreal. Unity's kind of less for AAA games. But then we got a lot of independent people that are definitely going into Unreal. And I have to kind of wonder if the people that are making their own engines too are effectively just making their own version of Unreal and infringing in some way. Forward to a random enemy, or this. But the thing that really caught me, I saw some graphics comparisons and all on Gears of War 4, and it does look really nice, but I probably won't ever play it because I wasn't really a fan of Gears of War either 2 or 3. I got one of them and tried to play it and didn't even finish the game. I was very busy at the time, certainly,
Reporting for duty.
but I didn't really like it. It does do some weird things, undoubtedly. Let's see. So I'm gonna take this to restore 5 health, and this.
Job's done.
But really, what really caught my eye is that it is at 70 gigabytes to download. So we have now established
Follow the rule.
a game. Now I don't believe I almost ran out of space, I would say,
Reporting for
playing The
duty.
Witcher 3. But now we have fully established a game that I can't really play on my SSD. I can play it certainly, but not on my SSD.
Tonight, a tale of glorious redemption.
So, just because of the space. So, this is the establishing, like, I need to start thinking about buying a 512 SSD or 1 terabyte SSD. I would like a EVMO system too. That would be nice, but whatever it's called. I don't even think it's called EVMO. I think I just combined an M2 and Evo as different things. The newest ones that are very fast, but my SSD is already very fast. You can clearly see in Windows 10, like when I'm copying something from SSD to SSD, it's like 500 megabits per second. And when I start copying something to my backup hard drive, it's 100 megabits per second. So it's clearly a 5 times as fast as a regular hard drive. If the next SSD was even 4 times as fast as that, and so it was like 20 times as fast, that'd be great, but I'm not sure I'd really see much improvement here, because even in games that are old, they still take forever to load. And I think it may just be filling up RAM, and the fact that I have more RAM may actually be slowing down certain load things. Like playing BioShock Remastered just took more time, and I don't know if that's filling up computer RAM, I don't know if that's filling up video RAM, I don't know if that's the engine just is limited to a certain amount or what. So when you start to think of it from that perspective, it doesn't seem like a faster hard drive is really gonna change anything right now. It's not gonna be a huge leap ahead. Obviously, right now I'm not having any stuttering that I'm noticing when I record videos. Maybe if I tried to record at 4K, 8K, or 2K even, that things like that would happen, but I'm nowhere close to being capable to do that with my current video card. Even if I got a Titan X Pascal or 2 of them, I'm still not sure playing at 2K, 4K, or even forget 8K, that's not gonna happen. I'm still not sure that would be the right move or help anything, and frankly my internet's just too slow, and the limiting factor there is gonna be there's just no way I can turn things around and get my internet faster without buying some kind of fiber thing, or without Google Fiber showing up. So yeah, there's limiting factors. So the truth of it is, I probably should just buy like a older 1 GB SSD that still would probably be faster than what I have, but only a little bit, and start thinking that way. Now, for most games on Steam, most independent things, in most games in general, you're talking at most a 20 GB install, which leaves me about 100 GB of space to record. Of course, running out of space is a constant problem, and even if I just got another 128 or 256 and had that disk set up as only a recording disk, that might solve the problem right there. I'm not making progress here with the Warlock, am I? That win streak is certainly gone. Valve is not getting the love, certainly, as we move on to the next topics. The Washington State Gaming Commission is investigating Valve because they feel that they helped enabling the Counter-Strike skins gambling, which, in all honesty, they kind of did. One of the times a lawyer has explained things, and I liked how this was explained, is a lawyer can say, is it morally wrong, and is it illegal? And
Job's done.
That's what I imagine Valve is at. I bet they've covered their butts so much with so many lawyers that they had that API that certainly was there because the API was there, it certainly helped their gambling going on. They should have never created the API for trading items on third-party services, and they should have shut it down as soon as they heard even the first word of gambling. But I think they kind of knew what was going on, and they were getting a cut anyway, so that whether they care, and it definitely probably would fall under being morally wrong, but is it actually illegal? I bet it isn't. I bet they've covered themselves.
Job's done.
So I heavily expect nothing will come about this, and it probably is just the Washington State Gaming Commission creating jobs effectively by having them investigate a huge company that they know nothing's ever going to come about from it. Let's see. The next thing that Valve has done is they have introduced sprays like Overwatch and Blizzard, and everybody hates them. They've got issues because some of the sprays look like players, so it changes gameplay. Some of the sprays can be see-through on one side of glass, so you can spray a piece of glass and be hidden then behind.
This only works on the simple-minded.
The truth is in here!
Job's done.
Be hidden behind the spray. They cost money, and you can't get the same sprays for free. They give away like monochrome versions for free, and then the ones you probably pay for multicolored things. So just a whole level of unhappiness there. Nope, that's not what I meant to do. That's a big oops.
That was a mistake. That was a mistake.
Yep. So it seems like Valve's being greedy again. I wish they would just stop it and release a game. I don't care what it is. I almost said release Half-Life 3, but I mean, I don't even care. I've never even played Half-Life.
Reporting for duty.
But I wish they would make a video game and come back to the world where video games are made. Deal 1 damage to all characters.
Who dares summon me? A paltry task.
Job done. So yeah, who knows what they are. So then there's Minecraft Story Mode. I guess that is a good transition there, because Minecraft Story Mode in itself is also a huge
We must
sellout.
cleanse the Sunwell.
Because it is totally trying to sell to little kids and fans of Minecraft, and then it doesn't actually
You have been measured and found wanting.
let's see, let's go ahead and just play this. Choose a minion, whatever attack.
Reporting for duty.
So yeah, Minecraft Story Mode for the first 4 episodes feels like one thing. It's one story that's all right but short, and it has a weird decision you make at the end of episode 1 that makes you have a completely different, like chapter 2 and 3 of episode 2. And then that's the only real major splitting point, and there's an achievement tied to it, so you have to go back and rewind your save file. So I had to figure out how to copy save files over so I didn't lose all the progress from beating the game completely, to go back to episode 1. And there's 8 episodes in the game because they added episode 5, 6, 7, and 8 as what only can seem as an unplanned attempt to get more money. They throw Captain Sparkles in there at a certain point, and then there was a bunch of other characters that very well may have been YouTube like streamers, but I did not recognize them at all. So I'm not certain about that. They may have just been made up things, and it may have just been Captain Sparkles. And in the middle of that I say, well, Captain Sparkles is a big sellout, and he is, but only in the literal sense, I would say. Because he certainly does sell his likeness and toys and product placements and such. And I guess like he gets killed in the level, which probably slightly upset fans of Captain Sparkles. But to me, I was thinking, well, I guess I get to put that off my bucket list, killing Captain Sparkles. But like episode 4, 5, 6, and 7, and 8 are all basically standalone episodes that you have different friend characters you're running around with. They do different types of maps and different types of playing Minecraft. The main story is kind of just, I would say it's probably
a game. So kind of you to join me.
Set in a Minecraft map that is on hardcore, because when people die in the main story they seem to stay dead and not respawn, so that would be hardcore, and it's treated like a real world, and they don't like follow Minecraft at all. At a certain point they're messing with command blocks, which they shouldn't have it, and then they just create and add blocks that don't even exist in Minecraft, and they often show action sequences where they're sliding, running, and jumping, and it's just like, you can't do any of these things in Minecraft. You're just completely violating the lore to tell whatever story they wanted. I mean, that entire story, if it was better written, could be just put in a different game and it would be great. It being Minecraft related is superficial at best. there's a male and female choice at the very beginning, which changes the voice actor. So if you play as the male, you hear Patton Oswalt, and I played as the female, and so I didn't get to hear any of his dialogue at all throughout the whole game. And that's just ridiculous to buy a game and not even see half of the dialogue because of the gender choice. That's why in most games when you have a male-female choice, your conversation is just said in text.
Gul'dan versus Garrosh.
But or they just make a hard decision
Your soul shall be mine.
and do it. I couldn't play as the male character though, frankly, because Patton Oswalt is too recognizable a comedian and his voice is too recognizable. So unlike a actual video game actor instead of a comedian, and this is why actors like Patrick Stewart in Castlevania and Patton Oswalt, it's the same thing. It's like real video game voice actors do a voice that's unique to that character only, and so if I recognize you from other performances, it just takes me out of the suspension of disbelief. And they might as well have made the main character look exactly like Patton Oswalt at the point. Let's see, do I want to play a coin now? I guess not. Just play this.
You're in trouble now.
Discarding a lot of cards here. So,
This only works on the simple
if they had
minded.
just done on Minecraft Story Mode episode 1 through 4, that would have been a complete story. It would have been fine. It would have been pretty good, particularly if they had spent the effort to really polish that story and have more backstory on characters and have one writer write the whole story, because I still feel like Telltale is hiring different writers for different episodes, so the characters feel slightly different. Later on in the later episodes, the characters have a fight just because the story needed them to have a fight, and it's just really like out of the blue at the very beginning of an episode. It's like, oh, we didn't really need that. One of the characters' voice characterization is that he's always yelling, but then they turn the audio down, so he's kind of always yelling at normal volume, which is weird, definitely. Do I play this or do I play this? So yeah, like episode 1 through 4 feels like what they were gonna make, and then it feels like episode 5 might have been the like 300 days DLC that they added at the end of The Walking Dead, just like its own separate story that wasn't really gonna matter too much and all that, and it might have even connected, and some of the characters in 300 Days DLC actually did come back
This
in
only works
the
on
second
simple
season.
minded.
So that may have been the plan at one point, and so like episode 5 was going to be that DLC, and then maybe everything past episode 5 was going to be season 2, but that's not what they did. They just squished it all together and released it as soon as possible. Probably, maybe because it didn't sell that well, I'm not sure. That seems a little unlikely, because it's still Minecraft. I still think it will sell, but maybe they saw the sales number and it just wasn't as good as it should be for them. And I mean, Telltale, sadly, is just getting greedier and greedier every time I see it, in my mind, in my perspective, because here you have a Minecraft game that should have been 100% released as its own standalone thing instead of episodic. And instead of doing that, they made all these little kids wait 2 weeks between each episode, or at least 2 weeks between each episode, as they slowly dripped out the episodicness of it. And each episode was barely an hour and a half, and they got shorter and shorter as we went along. At least they felt that way. And and it just done. With that pre-ordering of the first episode, when you buy the first episode, you're effectively pre-ordering all the 7 remaining episodes, and then you're also paying for DLC because you have to pay for those remaining 7 episodes. So you're kind of like pre-ordering by buying the first of 8 sections, and then you're paying for DLC for the rest of those 8 sections.
The Brotherhood
and as far as Telltale games, they were doing very consistently 4 or 5 episodes in a season, and that was it. To go up to 8 is just pushing your luck even more. It really is just this. Like, after an opposing hero powers, you deal 5 damage to a random enemy. There we go.
Job's done.
There we go. They didn't see that coming. There we go. So this will be our last game, and have we talked about too much? I guess there's not too much to say here. I tried to play Stardew Valley, and then I tried to play City Skylines. Stardew Valley, I went 1 month of in-game time, which is 30 days, but also 1 month is a season, which makes no sense.
Job's done.
So I did a whole season of the farming and mining and running around attacking monsters and foraging, and didn't really even make any progress as far as gifts. And I really was hoping that
The beasts betrayed me.
I was really hoping that Stardew Valley would go a full month of playthrough or more, but I just didn't like the busy work gameplay of it, the farming. There's too much watering going on there. Even when I upgraded the watering can, I got I was like watching Day 9 play Stardew Valley with the newest patch too, and I was playing with the newest patch also. And he wasn't doing any better than me. And the only reason I was even watching Day 9 is that, like, he was on Geek and Sundry and he's been missing, so I was thinking to myself, maybe they must have canceled the show with all the other shows, so what's he up to? And seems like he's got nothing on his channel that links back to Geek and Sundry, so they probably canceled the shows and terminated his contract and effectively fired him. And then I tried to play City Skylines after this, like, I could totally see some people liking Stardew Valley because you love Harvest Moon. It's just I never played Harvest Moon, so to me it doesn't fully make sense. So, that is definitely part of like why I was done with it. Then I tried to play City Skylines, and
Tonight,
I wasn't
a
probably
tale
gonna
of
get anywhere
glorious redemption.
in City Skylines anyway because
I am ready to learn.
because it's just probably not a game that I would like that much.
I am ready
Yeah,
to
I'm
learn.
about to lose. We need to work on the next quest next time. But the main problem with City Skylines, why I only did one video of that, is because simply the text is too small and there's no option in there. I did find there was a mod later that somebody had made to make the text bigger for people who play on TVs far away and don't have a monitor right in front of them. But frankly, the game had no tutorial, the text was too small, there was nothing really pushing me into this complicated system of SimCity. I probably wouldn't have liked SimCity or any version of SimCity anyways that well. So, yep, I've learned now not to try and play busy work games, and hopefully I'll remember this. So Stardew Valley, City Skylines, Soup Co was the one I rage quit a long time ago. Just don't, for me, they're not interesting games, they're not fun games. Probably means I won't play Terraria, probably means I won't play the Star one that is like Terraria. Probably means I won't play a lot of the Minecraft things, although I do play Minecraft on rare occasions. Even like captive Minecraft is pretty much busy work, and I have to skip through all of that. But heck, most people that play those captive Minecraft levels skip the beacon thing at the end. Anywho, that's it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All of that helps out. If you want to support me further, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.